Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Coming back at you. I hope that everybody's having a blessed day. It's snowing today up in here at Michigan. It's cold. We're having sprinter. They call that sprinter. Winter and springtime all mixed in together. This is Michigan. What can I say? I'm hoping everybody's doing great. Um, I want to do um, health update. This is going to be a health update chat video, pretty much giving everybody an update on my situation with my health. If you watch my channel on a regular basis, I don't know whether you do or you don't, but if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button though. But those of you that watch me on a regular basis or have watched quite a bit of my content, and you would know from some of my past videos, to make a long story short, a few months ago I had to quit my job because I was having some serious issues with my back and my hands and my arm. Was having serious issues with my body. So I had to go ahead and quit my job because the job that I was doing, I was working in healthcare and was requiring me to do some lifting, and I was doing a little bit too much lifting than what I should have been doing. And I was just in too much pain. So, I really had no other choice but to quit. Required me taking a leap of faith, because I didn't know um, at the time that I quit my job, the plan was to be off for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then I was going to try to get back into work. But what I didn't realize is I didn't realize how bad I really was. I didn't realize how bad my back was, and my hands were, and all that stuff. I knew they were getting bad, but I exactly didn't realize how bad they were. I called myself trying to quit before they got worse, and um, little did I realize that it was worse than I thought it was. So here it is, 6 months later. I quit my job in October, and it's 6 months later, and I'm still unemployed. I'm still finding myself physically not being able to um, go back to work because it's particularly a job that requires me to stand for long periods of time, or even sitting for long periods of time if the chair is not a comfortable chair. If I sit for long periods of time, but depending on if it's not a comfortable chair, then my back can start hurting as well. But the work that I have the most experience in and is trained to do, the work that I'm more qualified to do, I am not able to do at this time. That's just the reality of it. The work the jobs that I have the most experience in, and that I'm most qualified to do, I'm not able to do. Because it requires me to do some type of lifting or standing for long periods of time and things like that. Um, and I know I told you, like I said, you guys watch me on a regular. Some of you people, you guys who watch me on a regular basis, I told you that I would keep you updated as far as my health. And I went and had an MRI done. I finally went and had an MRI done, and the MRI, I've talked to, I went to like a neurologist place, and they told me I had stenosis, which is, I think, basically spinal stenosis. That's what it is. It's basically narrowing. It's narrowing of the my spine, the bone in my spine. It's narrowing. Um, the and because of that narrowing, it's causing me to have nerve pain. I think that's how she explained it. Because I'm not only having pain in my lower back, but I'm also having pain in my mainly in my left leg. It's more so in my left leg than my right leg. Um, and MRI gives you a better. X-ray is only going to show you, you know, so much, but an MRI gives you a full detail. It gives you a full detail of what's really going on with you, and that's how I was able to find out exactly. I was actually able to get a more precise diagnosis than what I had before. Which, you know, the X-ray showed that I had a little bit of degeneration in my back, but it didn't. It wasn't able to really give me, to really pinpoint it. The MRA gave the MRI. That's the MRA. The MRI gave them the opportunity to actually pinpoint exactly what was going on, and she said that I had spinal stenosis. Hit me up in the comment section if you guys have experienced that, if you're having those types of issues with your back. And she discussed the possibility of, they're talking about the possibility of doing surgery. I'm a little leery. I'm not a little leery. I'm very leery about doing the surgery because I've heard so many horror stories of people getting surgery done on their back, and their back either comes out worse or it's not better. And you can't play around with the spine. I mean, we need our spine to walk. you know, when I'm in a lot of back pain, it affects my walking. So if they one little slip up, I can be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. So the spine is nothing to play with. Spine is no joke. So I'm not too quick to let them jump up and go cutting on my spine. You know what I'm saying? Cutting in my spine, you know. But they said that's a possible. I still have yet to talk to the surgeon about that. And then she said discussed the possibility of shots. Um, she said something about a steroid shot. I said, don't steroids make you gain weight? And, you know, I'm in the process of trying to lose weight. I gain weight. I'm in the process of trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to get bigger, you know, because that's just makes my back worse. So I'm not, I've talked to some people that said they had the shots and they said that, you know, it worked. It's a temporary, it's like putting a band-aid on it. It's a temporary. Hit me up in the comment section if you guys, any of you guys that had shots on your back or your knees or whatever. Did you take the shots? How did it do you? You know, did it work for you? Some people say it works. Some people say it don't work that well. But it works. She said it's temporary. It's like putting a band-aid on it, you know. And right now they got me on some meds, which I'm not taking all of them. I'm very leery about what I put in my body. I go to reading all the side effects and I get nervous. So the one med that I'm taking, it's a combination of a antidepressant and it's supposed to work for nerve damage or something like that. It's like a dual thing there, and it works just a little, but not much. Ibuprofen doesn't work at all for me. So what works for my back, to be honest, is me getting off of it. That's what works for my back, is me getting off of it, and um, just getting somewhere and sitting down. and the more comfortable, the place that I feel most comfortable in is my chair. I have a recliner and now I'm doing everything in that recliner. I'm sleeping in it. I'm sitting in it. I'm sleeping in it. I'm doing everything in it. You know, I call it my everything chair. I'm doing everything in it. I no longer can sleep in the bed for long periods of time. I thought I had the right mattress, but turns out I don't. So if I lay in the bed any longer than a couple of hours, my back starts hurting. So I really don't sleep in my bed anymore. The couch, I can't sleep on the couch for long periods of time. So the only place that I'm really comfortable in is my recliner chair, that I'm truly comfortable in, and I can truly uh, lay in it and sit in it without my back hurting at all. Um, so that's the issue with my back. But that's not it. I'm not done. They did a test on my hands, both of my hands, and it's a test where they put these electrode things on your hands and your wrist, and it hurt. It hurt. It was like they were shocking me with, like, they put these electrodes on my hand and they were shocking me, and I was like, ah, ah. And I told the man, I said, "You're getting on my nerves, literally." And it's like they're shocked. They were trying to find out too, because I have carpal tunnel, and they were trying to find out how bad it was. So they did that test on both of my hands, and they found out that um, I have severe carpal tunnel in both hands. But the right hand is a little worse than the left hand, and I'm looking at the possibility of having to do the surgery on my hands. I asked them what would happen if I didn't do the surgery, and she said that it could get worse and I could start losing feeling in my hands. Because right now, I mean, I know I'm having some pain in both hands and wrist, and I'm having to wear uh, not one wrist brace, but I'm having to wear two wrist brace. So that's what I'm looking at as far as the hands. I'm be going to the hand doctor next week and talk more further about that. I'm scared to do that too. I'm scared to. I have had surgery before, and it's not fun. Surgery is not fun. And she said that it would take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks for my hand to completely heal. And as we all know, we need our hands. And so I'm not looking at going back to work anytime soon. Um, and of course, as I told you before, I found out that I had a spur in my elbow. So not only am I having problems with my hand, but in wrist, I'm having problems with my elbow as well. So um, also, I have decided to go through the process of um, filing Social Security. It's a method to my madness, because I'm going to do a couple of videos of me explaining the process of filing for Social Security, because it was an education for me, because I didn't know had no idea how to go about the process. But I'm going to do a couple of videos explaining the process of how to file Social Security and how to appeal it and all that, because I it wasn't an easy decision for me to make. I will tell you that it was not an easy decision for me to come to the decision of filing the Social Security, because it's a pride issue. It's a pride issue. You don't want to admit that there is a disability there, um, and it was hard for me to come to that decision. It wasn't an easy decision at all to make, as far as me deciding to file the Social Security. But with the issue that I'm looking at with my back and my hands and everything, I am not able to work right now. I'm just not able to work. I don't know, realistically, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to go back to work. And it's very depressing, because um, you know um, physically, you know I want to be able to make money. It's really, um, even though Jehovah God has definitely been making a way. Oh my God, He's been making a way. But at the same time, I'm thinking about all the money that I could be making I'm always thinking about all the money that I could be making if I was working, you know. And so that's depressing, and just knowing that physically I'm not up to speed to it's depressing. Anytime you're having any kind of issues with your health and your body, it's very, very depressing. It's very, very depressing. I mean, I'm trying really hard when I talked to the neurologist. She was like, "Yeah, you're going." She's like, "You're going through a lot," and it was like she was trying to beat around the bush because she know they know most black people. Uh, most black people want to go through, don't even want to hear about therapy. And I felt like she was kind of beating around the bush. She was like, "Yeah, you're going through a lot, and there's resources out there to help you, and to cope with this." And it's like she was saying everything to get around actually saying therapy. And so I was like, kind of looking at her and listening to her, and I was waiting on her to say therapy. And I was like, "You mean therapy?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." It's like she was scared to say. And I was like, "Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that." I said, "I was thinking about that." I said, because she said, "Well, how are you dealing with this mentally and emotionally?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's depressing." I said, "It's depressing." And I said, "It's um I I said, "I just feel like I'm just no good to anybody. I'm just." And she said, "Well, that's not true." And so I almost broke down crying right there in the office. She's, I was like, it's been hard. And she was like, "Well, she said, yeah, think about that, going, doing." She said it's not a bad idea to. She said, talk to your healthcare provider and see if they can set up some, time for you to get therapy that might help you. And I was like, yeah. I told her, yeah, I'll be definitely looking into that. And so um, this, I will tell you guys, this has not been an easy process for me. I know I come on here and I've been doing videos here and there, and um, it looks like it probably looks like everything is I'm all right and all that kind of stuff. But it's been hard for me physically. It's been hard for me mentally, um, financially, all levels. It's been difficult on all levels, and it's very, very hard. And so, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are dealing with some health issues and you're having difficulty. You're in a position that you cannot go back to work, and how tell me how are you dealing with it? How are you coping with it mentally, emotionally? It's very hard. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy. It's not. You know. And I try really hard. And prayer helps me a lot. I read my Bible and I pray, and just redirecting myself and keeping my mind occupied, and I keep my mind occupied, um, to where I'm not really dwelling on it day in and day out. But it's hard. It's very difficult for me, and it's been a struggle. Because and I know they said that spinal stenosis is typical for people over the age of 50. That it's cumulative. It's just something that just happened over a period of time. All my years of working, and I've had a lot of physical jobs, and um, it's just something that happens over time, and something that happens over the age of 50. And I keep saying, I shouldn't even be in this situation because I don't smoke, I don't drink. I've tried to exercise over the years. I know I've been always been a little overweight. But I said I've tried to exercise. I try to eat healthy. I said I don't smoke, I don't drink. Like, why am I in this situation? But it's just all the years of working, and um, I've done a lot of jobs where that I've done a lot of lifting and standing on my legs, and it's just after a while, it's just wear and tear on your body. It's cumulative. Everything that happens with our body is just cumulative, and it's just over the period of time. It just wear and tear. It's like our bodies are like automobiles. It's like cars. It's like you drive them for so long, and after a while, you know, stuff gonna start breaking down on it. And you got to start getting stuff replaced, and you got to replace the alternator, you got to replace the battery, and sometimes you got to replace the whole doggone engine. And we all know the engine is the heart of the car, and it's just ball joints and stuff like that, and it's the same with our body. After so many years of working and standing on my feet, lifting. And I did a lot of heavy lifting when I was pregnant too, both times. I don't think that did me any good. I don't think that did me, because I kind of had minor back problems when I was in my 20s. I did a lot of heavy lifting both times when I was pregnant with both my kids. I really don't think that did me any good, you know. And I think that was, so it's just a period of time with, that's why I always tell the young ladies that are carrying babies, do not do any heavy lifting. Do not. Because you may not pay for it now, but you're going to pay for it later. So, and this last job is kind of was like the final nail in the coffin for my spine and my hands and stuff like that. It just made everything worse. So, um, so it's just, and I do have some sciatica issues as well. So I'm just giving you guys that update, letting you know what's going on with me health wise and what I've been going through. But that's what I've been going through, and it's been hard for me. I got two blessed sons that they've been, oh my God, they've been a tremendous blessing to me, and um, just trying to get through this the best way I can get through it, and I try to stay positive. It affects my self-esteem, and yeah, it's like my self-esteem is affected. um Everything, it affects everything. It affects me emotionally, physically, mentally, you know so I'm just, you know I was just thinking the other day, I used to wanted to get married, and I said, man, I don't foresee marriage in my future. I said, if I get married, I don't even think I will be able to even fulfill my wifely duties. I said, this when I think of marriage now, it just sounds like work, more work that I'm not up to doing. So, because now it's like even doing things around the house is like yesterday I was cleaning the house and I had to take several breaks. And that's when you go through the process of filing Social Security, they ask you, how is your disability affecting your daily life? And when I do stuff around the house, like when I was cleaning up yesterday, I had to take several breaks. I have to, because my back will start hurting. It doesn't take long for me to be up and about and walking about before my back starts hurting and I have to sit down. Um, so it takes me longer to get the cleaning done. I used to, when I was younger, I used to be able to turn on the music. I could turn on my music and get all my cleaning done, and I'll be singing and dancing and cleaning. Next thing you know, the house is clean, everything is clean, But when I was younger, I had so much energy, I had so much more energy and stuff. And I said, I just wish I could get that back. I said, I would give anything to have my 30-year-old body back. So, any young people that's listening to this video, take care of your body. Don't be smoking. Don't be drinking. Don't be using drugs. Develop healthy eating habits. I tell both of my sons, start developing healthy eating habits now, because if stuff catches up with you, try to keep your weight down. Just develop some healthy habits now while you're young. So when you get older and that aging process takes place, maybe you won't be so broke down. You won't be so bad, you know? Um, because like I said, my jobs played a big factor. The types of jobs that I had played a big factor as well, and the reason why I'm like this. But that's what advice that I would give to young people. Just take care of your body. Because everything that happens to us everything is cumulative. So what you're doing when you're young, your body might be able to withstand it now. But once you get older, that's when it comes back to bite you. So take care of your body now while you're young and you can. So if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like and the share. Like I said, I'm gonna do a couple of videos talking about the Social Security process and how you file and all that kind of stuff. But hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if you're going through something similar, and hit me up. Let me talk to me. Let me know your experience. Um, if you let me know if you've had to take those shots, did it work for you? I'm not a person that's afraid of needles, but when she told me how long the needle was, I almost fell out. But some people say they're sedated I'm scared to do that too. Lord help me. Anyway, hit me up in the comment section. And until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet Jill.